We can talk a lot about the Tennessee Titans' biggest needs this offseason, but when you look at it the other way of their least important needs, number one on that list is obviously interior defensive line. But after that, I would put offensive tackle, especially if the Titans bring back Ali Udoh as their swing tackle in free agency. Look, I know that everybody wants to take aim at the offensive tackles, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Dan Moore is an excellent player and that J.C. Latham has lived up to his draft position. But at the end of the day, both of those guys played much better after the bye week. The offensive line as a whole was much better after the bye week. So going into this offseason, I just don't think that offensive tackle is a major priority for the Titans. They don't need to spend big money there. They don't need to use a high draft pick there. You need to let J.C. Latham try to blossom with Carmen Brasillo as his new offensive line coach. You paid Dan Moore so much money that it really doesn't make sense to move on. You got to give him one more year to see if he can play some better football. Now, next offseason, if you want to start talking about, hey, the Titans need to take an offensive lineman high in the draft to replace Dan Moore, or the Titans need to maybe look in free agency one more time at some offensive tackle options, I could accept that. But the reality is, for this offseason, offensive tackle is one of the lowest positions on the needs list.